You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now.
Ay, caray.
There are more surprises in this KVK than there is poop in my butt right now after eating Mexican tacos. I mean, there has been just surprises after surprises. It's like when you enter an orgy and you receive backshots after backshots. It just doesn't end.
Why are you gay?
For example, today I woke up and I found out that 1960 deleted a coalition with 17 million honor points. And that was the #1 coalition in this KVK. And they deleted it by mistake. A mistake even bigger than you, after your daddy forgot to empty it on the carpet. But to be fair though, we all make mistakes. Even me, Daddy Furious. My mistake was being in this KVK, because on the first day I got my ass whooped. I got penetrated so hard that it made me change my sexuality.
Why are you gay?
I couldn't walk straight for days. But let me make one thing clear. I'm straighter than the pole your mama dances on.
You are gay.
So I'm sure, as most of you would know by now, 1960 officially pulled out of that zone, just like me when Mimi told me she has a secret sword, a weapon of mass destruction, which I wanted no association with, cause I didn't want George to come and invade my bush. By the way guys, it is officially Ramadan, so happy Ramadan to those of you celebrating it, and I've been told that during this month, you are not allowed to farm food, because it is haram. So I hope there are many celebrating this holy event in 1960 and 93, because that's good for me and for my camp. Less resources for you, more winning chance for us. And as we can see here, 93 already secured 1 pass, so that means they automatically secure 2 circles when they come into next zone, cause they can directly build into those from the pass. And that leaves us only with 1 pass, which is at the bottom, right here, and we are both touching it. But if we look closely, we are touching it more, which means we deserve it more. So what we did is we made a proposition to 93 and we told them the camp with the bigger deck gets to keep the pass. 93 said, okay, but how do we measure the size? We told them, ours is so big there is still snow on it since last year. They couldn't believe it. They were bamboozled. So that's why we haven't come to an agreement yet. Anyways, the fight over this pass between us and 93 is going to be very interesting before we enter zone 6, because if we fail to get this pass, then that means we have to enter the next zone from the bottom zone. The bottom zone 5, which is shared between us and our allies, which wouldn't be ideal because there are 2 kingdoms at the bottom zone, and if we go to that zone, that means we are 3 kingdoms going through 2 passes, which will be very difficult. So that means we have to give it our best, literally put everything we have into that pass to not give it to 93 and to get it ourselves, which makes it the most interesting, I think even more interesting than the fight between 1960 and 2377, because the entire 93 will be there to stop us from getting that pass. And that's why the fight here has been going on for days, both sides protecting their forts and trying to avoid it from getting a burn, because both forts are touching the pass and it is their entry ticket to the next zone. And about the other zone 5, again 1960 is out. They went to the zone above, which is shared between them and their allies. So 1960 takes the pass on the right and their allies take the pass on the left. 1960's allies on the top, they are consisted of 3 kingdoms in 1 camp, 3 mini kingdoms. And I think that 2 of those kingdoms will go to help 93 and 1 of them will come to help 1960 against 77, and the same thing with our allies. I believe 1 of them will go to help 77 and 1 of them will come to help us in this zone 6. That being said, so far it has been a bloodbath that time of the month for any kingdom, because as you can see, we all have a bunch of dead troops. And as for me, it's just absurd. 7 billion resources spent in healing on just the first day. Bro, do you understand how crazy this is? And about 400k dead troops. And yeah, it's insane. That's why I took a break. I'm just farming for now. and getting my strength ready for Zone 6, because that's where the most exciting and the most important fights will be.